I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I let YouTubers and streamers tell me how to play WoW. And then somehow, in all the noise, I forgot how to play for me. I used to let the internet tell me what fun was supposed to look like. And then I remembered the best stories start when you stop listening to everybody else.
PlayerOneDad.
Last year, I checked out The War Within, and I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed at first. Not because the expansion was bad, but because retail no longer pushes you to play with others like Classic does. In Classic, asking for help is half the game. You need people. You talk to them, you trade with them, you find a group, even if it's just to kill 3 murlocs and cry together. Retail, it's different. The game doesn't pair you up automatically with a community anymore. You have to kind of build that yourself. But for example, you see this gameplay footage? Like, we're all in a group, yeah, but we're not talking. There's nothing really to talk about. This right here is all about getting to the next objective, checking another box, doing the daily tasks, to grind, to get gear. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm actually having fun in this clip. I'm genuinely enjoying this. But after the 150th time, it gets a bit lonely. Classic World of Warcraft will always feel like home to me. It's like going back to your childhood town, the one you remember before everything changed. But in my real hometown, man, that place turned into a full-blown metropolis overnight. Rent shot up, traffic exploded, and suddenly it felt like Los Angeles with a case of the Mondays. The truth is, I don't even recognize it anymore. And even though I'm glad to be moved away, and yes, the hometown is safer, cleaner, and honestly way cooler than when I was a kid, I still miss the simplicity of it all. But here's the thing. Real life doesn't have classic mode. You can't go back. But classic WoW, Azeroth still feels like it used to, right when I first logged in. Azeroth felt more like home to me anyway growing up. So why retail then? Well, the answer kind of surprised me even. I realized that there's so much to enjoy about retail, more than I realized. More solo content, more chill content, more cozy adventures than ever before. I've been missing out because I felt like I let YouTubers decide what was fun. Midnight wasn't cool enough or isn't cool enough. The War Within's not hardcore enough. But bro, who cares? When housing dropped, something clicked. And suddenly, the game wasn't telling me how to play the game anymore. No constant checklists of do this 10 things before you go to bed, otherwise you'll lose your streak. It was cozy, a place that I could build brick by brick, as fast or as slow as I wanted to. And that feels really good, for a creative like me especially. Which brings me here, to the Tavern of Chill, my corner of Azeroth, built beam by beam, rug by rug. I'm not abandoning the classic Frostpipe adventures. That series is still going to be alive and thriving. But retail gave me something classic never could. A home that I could build with my own hands in Azeroth, in a world that felt more like home than real life. And that's where this new series begins. You see, when I was a kid, my childhood wasn't like horrid. It's just that I was stressed out a lot more than a kid should be. I was stressed because I was the oldest of 8, trying to be the third parent in the home. I was stressed because I had a younger brother that was constantly in and out of the hospital, and we were always below the poverty line. And that created a lot of stress in the home. And so Azeroth was my place to escape, was my home away from home, and became more of my home as I grew older. And now I get to actually make that house inside my home of Azeroth. And that's what inspired this series. Now, I'd like you to meet the cozy, casual Misfits of Azeroth. There's Frostpipe. He's the dad of the group, the quiet leader, and tries his best, and the only one responsible enough to buy the property. Isekor, once consumed by arcane madness in a previous life, now is a druid trying to redeem himself, one rug at a time. And seriously, 80% of this tavern's cozy factor comes from him. And then there's Chadpunk. He's our crazy, cozy fury warrior, our anti-meta king, our chaos incarnate, and he does not like flying. In episode 2, he'll be blasting through Exile's Reach and then time warping straight into Warlords of Draenor like a kind of deranged green missile. This is Azeroth. And in Azeroth, fun isn't something you chase. It's something you build. Welcome to the casual Misfits of Azeroth. We'll see you on the next episode.